Hey, everybody, Mr. Odom here, and I want to look at a couple of problems from section 9.4, which is the volume of prisms. So I have two problems. You can see that one of them is a rectangular prism. That would be this one. And then over here, I have my triangular prism. So let's get started. For the rectangular prism, I use this formula that I talked about in the lesson video. Volume equals capital B, which is the area of the base, times the height. So since it's not obvious where the base is, I can choose the base. So I'm going to choose this to be the base of my rectangular prism. So I have to find the area of that. So for capital B, let's calculate that. Capital B equals, well, if I label these, just like I did when I found the surface area, there's my width, and this is my height. Then the area of the base is just the length times the width. And so all I need to do is take 8 1/3 and multiply it by 4 1/5. All right. And how do I multiply improper? There you go. I just gave you the hint. How do I multiply mixed numbers? I turn them into improper fractions. So 3 times 8 is 24 plus 1 is 25 over 3. Multiply that by 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1. So I have 21 over 5. Do you see any canceling that can be done? Certainly, with the 5 and the 25. Also with the 3 and the 21. That becomes 7. So really, all I have to do is multiply the numerators. I have 5 times 7, which is 35, and times 1, which is 1 times 1 is 1. So 35 divided by 1 is 35, and this would be yards squared. So that is the area of my base. And then the height of my rectangular prism is 6 yards. And I can go ahead and put those numbers in my calculator. 35 times 6 is 210 yards cubed. Remember, volume is always cubed. I don't want to put that V there. Volume is always cubed. All right, so there is the solution to problem 7. All right, problem number 10. This is a triangular prism. The formula I use is exactly the same. Area of the base times the height. And for a triangular prism, I'm going to take the base, I'm going to take one of these triangles, and I'm going to find the area of it. Because for a triangular prism, the bases are triangles. And I just have to find the area of one of those triangular bases. So let's calculate capital B. Well, to do that, that's just the area of a triangle, which is base times height divided by 2, which equals 4.8 times 7.2 divided by 2. And if you put those in your calculator, you'll get an answer of 17.28 meters squared. All right, so that is capital B. So I go ahead and plug that in up here, 17.28 meters squared, and I multiply it by the height of my triangular prism, which is 10 meters. Remember, the height of a triangular prism is this distance between the triangular bases. Okay, some students can get confused and sometimes use this as the height of the prism. It is not. That is the height of the base. The height of the prism for a triangular prism is the distance between the two triangles. All right, so I have my volume and multiplying 17.28 times 10. So that should be 172.8 meters. Volume as always cubed. All right, so there's a couple problems for you. Hopefully that was helpful. It's Mr. Odom. I'm out.